Right, hello everybody, English Woodsman here. Going to do tent camping tonight. We're sort of in between a thunderstorm at the moment. Keep getting like heavy downfalls, lightning and thundering, and we're having like an half-an-hour break. I don't know if you can sort of hear it on camera now, but it is starting to rain a little bit again. So I do really want to get my tent put up. I just love the sound of the rain hitting the tent. Now, good thing about this tent is it's out of pitch first, and I got it up just on time. So what I can do now is, I think I can manage to get the inside up without having to go back outside or move most of my stuff out of the way. But it's just got so dark. I'll turn my light off and you can see what I mean. That is how dark it's actually got now. We're all on winter time. I love tent camping in the rain. This is quite a lot of my food. In my bag here there's a load of stuff. What I'm going to do, I'm going to try to put the inner up, and I can at least get comfortable if this rain carries on for a couple of hours. Right, so that's me probably 95% set up. Finally got my tent up in between the heavy rain showers. I think you can still hear it a little bit now. I've set my cot bed up. Never slept on one before, properly anyway. You know, like out camping. It's going to be alright, see what it's like. It seems comfortable enough. But over tonight will probably tell me if it's right or not for me. We've got a vegan Dan's here, not far, got a bit of distance away, and then we've got Oscar Outdoors and his family's come along, so they're further back that way. So I'm basically just sort of keeping myself to myself really, doing my own stuff, because it looks like we're going to be in between everything, you know, from the rain to when it stops, like cooking and like now. It's starting to rain heavy again. And the worst thing is I need to cook with fire, so I just hope that ain't all out that window when I'm just sat in my tent all night being hungry. I knew I should have brought a gas stove as well. See how the night goes though. It's always fun when you're camping in the rain. Right, so just while we've got a break in the rain, I'm going to have to get some dinner going, because I've got a funny feeling if I don't start doing something to eat now, I'm never going to have out to eat. So I really do need to get a move on. And I've got this hot plate. What we need to do is have the fire underneath it and it warms the plate up, and then we can cook dinner on top. There we go. So because I knew it was going to be bad weather, well, on and off, 1 minute it was saying it was raining, then it won't. I picked up a bag of this wood. You can get it from like Home Bargains, B&M. It's dry birch wood. Yeah, so now, you know, winter's on its way. You're going to get the early nights when it's dark, about 4 or 5 o'clock. So making stuff a little bit easier when you're out camping, probably one of the best things to do. There's no reason to struggle really. What I'm peeling this off for is because this birch bark here is really flammable. It's based like oil, so you can sort of light your fire on the inside with this stuff. Yeah, it's not like summer. Winter camping, completely different to summer camping. You're definitely going to find some deadfall on the floor and stuff like that, and it's always dry. Like I say, when winter comes, it's wet, damp, just miserable. Like today's a miserable day, but the weather's definitely changing. To winter time now. See how quick the birch bark burnt then? That's all it takes with that stuff. Very flammable. Right, so for tea, we've got, I think you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces of steak in there, garlic flavouring. We've got some more sort of flavouring on top of it there. Some vegetables, we'll cook them afterwards once the steak's done. And then we've got some of these big mushrooms, 30% off, why not? And I got some of this oil, garlic flavoured olive oil, so that's what we'll put a little bit on top of the hot tray, and then we'll start cooking the steaks. Right, I'll let that fire die down a little bit. Mind you, the tray is starting to heat up already. It's not a bad thing really. Now if I do seem to be struggling to get my words out, I've been at a dentist today and they've not done the best of jobs. So one side of my mouth is absolutely killing me. But I want it to be out. So yeah, I might be getting some words wrong and speaking a little bit with a delay or something. It's just my mouth is, it's quite sore on one side. So let's put a little bit of garlic oil. That's all we need really. We'll need to try and spread it round the pan. Looks an absolute disaster already. I feel like I'm trying to rush getting all this done before the rain starts again. But I'm not. I'm trying to slow down a little bit now. Right, let's stick some of these steaks on. Now, these steak slices are on a fin. Are we ready? Let's listen to the noise. Oh yes, and they're full of flavour. Because of that fin, they won't take long to cook either. That's probably a bit of a bonus. That rain's starting again. Why didn't I bring a tarp? Just the smells coming off this dinner is absolutely fantastic. The smell of the beef, it's got, I can't even pick up the smell, you know exactly what it is, but it smells absolutely gorgeous. It's like a really sweet smell. I'm putting these mushrooms on now, so I'm hoping all the flavouring from the meat will just soak into the mushrooms, and then we'll add some of the other vegetables once the steak's done and the mushrooms are done a little bit. I think it's going to be the centre of the plate where it's going to be at its hottest, so I want to keep sort of moving them around, not making them burn. That's what I want to happen. See the flavouring going into it? That's going to taste gorgeous. So my tent is the Oex Coyote 3. You can see in there it's like its sleeping area, then you've got like a porchway. I'm going to adjust this tent in the next couple of weeks, so I'll bring it to the channel and show you why I'm adjusting it and what reason. But even if you're with a friend and it's a dry warm night, they could sleep in this porch area. But for winter time like this, having the porchway as a storage place is probably a really good idea. Like you see at the beginning of the video, I just stuck it all in to get it out away from the rain. You know, I wouldn't say I'm a massive royalist person, but the death of the Queen really sort of like shocked me when it happened. Some people are all mixed up about how they feel about the Queen. You know, a lot of people just don't like the royal family, a lot of people do like the royal family. But what we've all got to understand is we've all got our own feelings. So like, I put it on my YouTube channel yesterday, some picture of the Queen, and someone, you know, starts to get a little bit rude and ignorant and pretty disrespectful to myself. So I kicked him off the channel, I blocked him. I'm not having any of that going on, just because I like the Queen, I like, you know, things like that, and he didn't. There's no need to be so rude to other people's feelings about other stuff. So I just want to, you know, congratulate the King. I never thought I'd say something like that. Yeah, so now we have a King of England. Yeah, I think people need to understand everyone's got their own feelings about stuff. You know, some people might not like campfires like this, some people don't like tents, some people don't like hammocks, but it seems to be, if somebody don't like something, they're dead certain of making everybody else feel like they shouldn't like it as well. Some people cannot just get the grip, but you know, there's always going to be a 50-50 split of everything. But the people who seem not to like it really hate other people and really dig at them. I'm not saying all of them people who hate people do that, but you know, there's a lot of people who are very disrespectful to other people's feelings. But social media, that's the whole problem and stuff in it. It's the social media. Anyway, yeah, now we have a king, King Charles III. It's got to get on with times, haven't we? Right, let's turn this meat again. And as always, the tomato just rolled off the hot plate. There's always something that falls on the floor. Always. See, when they're in the bag, let's say the tub, they look really big, like do a lot. But then when they're cooked, they're not. Obviously they shrink, so they go a lot smaller. So I'm glad I cooked all 5 really. What a 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, there was 6. Bonus. One extra than I thought. Would you say, because like I said, Oscar Outdoors is down there with some other people. Dan's gone down to say hello to them all. I'm just sat here by myself, cooking away. You say I'm being rude? I feel like I just need my own time a little bit. You know, just to be alone. My mouth is killing me and I'm trying to eat steak, honestly. Oh. Chew on one side, eh? Yeah, I just want to be alone. Just to chill out by myself. Enjoy nature as usual. Best way, I think. Look at that mushroom. Full of the flavouring. Just like I wanted. Oh yes. Yeah, it's a little bit greasy. It's all going to start running off in a minute. But I gotta eat. I am actually trying to get a couple of more bits of colouring, not just... There we go. Bit of yellow on it. Makes it look a little bit better, doesn't it? Brightens the dish up. There we go. Dinner is served. You know what, people? I've said a million times, but this is what it's all about. Cooking yourself a bit of dinner, your tent's up, your bed's made in case you want to go to bed at any time. This is just the life, you know. If you do this sort of stuff, you'll know. I say it a million times, but if you don't and you think that looks absolutely smashing, just get out, give it a try. You've only got a couple more weeks now to, like I said earlier, about the shorter nights coming back. The more winter weather will be approaching us, so you've got about another 3 or 4 weeks maybe to get out and give this a go. You won't regret it. All the flavours just everywhere on my board. Now I've finished cooking, I'm just going to put some bricks round fire. I probably should have done it earlier really, but I didn't. There's no point in making excuses up, is there? I didn't do it earlier, so I'm doing it now. Come out of a million excuses if I want. There we go. Nice little fire really. It's not too big. Yeah, just while I sit here, I just remembered a question what somebody asked me, and it's not a serious question. Just asked me what do I do for a living. Well, I don't get him. I get a question quite a few times. I work for a sheet metal company, so every can in your cupboard, tin can, pop can, beer can, we make the machines for them, like the guards for the machine. So basically it's called a flywheel guard, and we just make different types of guards, and we make parts for like office chairs, and we do stuff for the hospital, like trays and trolley trays and things like that. So it's you know, it's not, you know, a job what I've had to go to university for and stuff, because I wouldn't have made university anyway. But it's a job where I started off as a labourer. Basically, when metal comes off a laser machine, it can cause like a bit of a rough edge. It's a sharp edge. And as the company, you know, you wouldn't want to send that sharp metal out to your customers in case they cut themselves on it. So I just stood there for 5 years using like a wood sander, think about it, but it's like an air orbital. So the bottom of the orbital spins with a pad on it, and it removes all sharp edges. I just did that for 5 years as a labourer, and then the company got taken over by a bigger company, and then I sort of started making my way up a little bit then, and then as we started getting bigger and busier, you know, we needed more polishers, like metal polishers, so I moved up to doing that, and then more polishers got employed, so I sort of like supervise, like a manager really, you know, the polishing team. I'm not the sort of, you know, like the manager where, not manager, let's say supervise it. I wouldn't say I'm a manager. Well, I would, I don't know, manager, supervisor, I don't know what you want to call it, but I just say it's like a team leader, let's say. That sounds a bit more better than a team leader. And basically it's just when, you know, they're not sure of the job, I show them how to do it, or if my manager says, you know, can you ask them to do this and do that, I organise them to do that sort of stuff. But and then I moved up to like the assembling side of stuff, to better money and other rewards and stuff, like bonuses and stuff like that. So I moved up to doing that to make more money, and then I got moved up again, and I'm sort of like moving my way up the company to doing more things. You know, when you got a family to look after, you know, it gets expensive. We all know how expensive it is. So when it was a chance of a promotion, I was never ever going to say no. Right, so I thought, just before getting to bed, I'll show you the equipment that I'm using. So here is the Oex cot bed. First night I'm using it, like I said earlier on in the video, ultra light. I'll see how it goes before I make a video about it. Old bargains puller. I brought my sleeping bag liner, just in case I get a bit warm within my sleeping bag. I can just get out of that and get into the sleeping bag liner. The sleeping bag I'm using is the Oex 600. It's a down sleeping bag. It's still a little bit chilly in the mornings now, so I really don't want to wake up 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning feeling cold. So I've got my down sleeping bag still. It's not bad. I say it's still, but you know, we're coming into winter, so we'll be using more of these down sleeping bags. I'm talking like this now, so I've had a couple of drinks, so mine's playing backwards probably. Right, so I'm ready to go to sleep now, people. Like I said, I've had a couple of drinks. I don't normally mention it on camera, but with my tooth the way it is, it's not too bad now. Just took a few more painkillers, so it should be alright when I go to sleep. Get back on that for them dentist Monday morning. Awful eating my tea. I had to chew everything on one side again. Won't mind, but it took me 2 hours to get in that dentist. 2 hours. 2 years, sorry, to get that work done. Every time it was like appointment, they'd ring you up. Are you in pain? No, not right yet. Or can we put it back 3 months? And eventually I said, yeah, I'm in a lot of pain. They got me straight in. You know what I mean? Right, I'm going to get off to sleep anyway. And I'll see you guys in the morning. I'm sorry I've not recorded too much. You know, it rained the way it was and everything. It's just been a bit of a pain. But for now, good night. I'll see you in the morning. Well, good morning, people. It's 8:30. I don't normally sleep in that well. But I did have a few cans last night, so probably helped me a little bit. The cot bed, massive improvement. Really comfortable to sleep on. I'm not sure see if I can, if it says on it actually what the weight of it is, because I do know it's not the lightest of equipment. I don't even know where the bag is for it. There's the bag. See if I can check out the weight. To carry this around is 2.5 kilos in weight, so it's not the lightest. Even they say it's called the ultra light one. 2.5 kilos, 185 centimeters long by 60 centimeters by 12 centimeters. So 12 centimeters must be the height of it. 60 centimeters must be the width of it, what we lay on. But yeah, it's made a massive difference to my sleep last night. The rain got bad about 3 o'clock in the morning, but what happened is my phone died, so I had to stick it on with these portable chargers, and then I just couldn't switch it on to get it to record the rain. So we had a really good downfall of rain last night. These Oex tents, 5,000 hydrostatic head, so they never leak. I've not had any of the Oex tents leak on me yet. I'm going to get up, go to the toilet, and we'll have a little look around. Can never beat a nice cup of coffee in the morning. What I've decided I'm going to do is I'm going to stop boiling the water till it boils, because then I'm allowing my drink to cool down, so I'm wasting gas. Well, Vegan Dan made this, but in the future that's what I mean. I'm going to, instead of boiling it to its boil, if it's clean water out of the tap, and then I'm letting it cool down anyway, so as long as I can boil it so you know you can see it's hottish, then make your coffee, I'm saving gas in the long run, water. Because we can boil them, but who sits there when it's absolutely boiling hot and drinks it anyway? I can't do that. I'll wait 5 minutes for it to cool down. I may as well cut that boiling time down. Save a little bit of gas, a little bit of money in the long run. I'm surprised how comfortable the cot bed was. I really am. Well, there's no need for me to show you, taking my tent down and all that sort of stuff, so I'll end my video now. Thanks for watching. we will be out in the hot tents soon. A couple more tent camps first. So if you like this video and you want to see more, you can click here by subscribing to my channel. I'll let YouTube suggest a video there for you. I'll just say thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.